Who's your hitchhiker, singular? Simon alone, sans Cindy, taking it easy at the house today. Thought I'd maybe push the limits a little bit. Been cooped up in the house for day 7 now. Yeah, we finally got the ick. The big P, the big C. Ooh. Yeah, got a little sick for a couple days. Missed about a week of work. Fine. People have had it worse than us. So, day before I go back to work, I thought I'd kind of go through little sea trials, push it a little bit, go for a little walk, enjoy some of this 34-degree weather after New Year's. Need to push it a little bit. Hey, water. Might be a little muddy today, who knows. But we have the proper boots. This will be fine. Thought maybe I'd give you a little situation report. Kind of a little heart-to-heart, I don't know. I'm not one for telling my feelings, but new year, new me, I don't know. Thought it'd be something cool. Let's go for a walk. Let's air. I'm not gonna say air the laundry, air the grievances. Oh, what's Festivus, huh? We air grievances, erect a aluminum pole. You know, 'tis the season, 'tis the end of the season. Supposed to be taking down Christmas decorations, but oh well. You know what? I'm not going to be a stickler to that. Let them lay for an extra week. I don't care. It's not going to change who you are. It's fine. Used to think stuff like that matters, but you know, in the end game, I really don't think it does. Lots to ponder. A little cool, fresh air. Man, you can't put a price on that. That feels great. Get the blood flowing. Get outside. Nice sunny day. Yeah. Doesn't cost a thing. Heck, the gentleman at the front gate said they're not even accepting admission until March. It's free reign, guys. Come out here, experience some outdoors. Well, there's a new addition to this. And when they say it's a steep, difficult trail, yeah, listen to them. This is a 1/4 mile of pain if you're not ready. The steep, difficult grade definitely goes down. It'll go all the way down to the river level. And you can see straight across the Ohio, straight into Kentucky. They're not kidding. Don't take this part of the trail lightly. This is the toughest part of Charlestown State Park, which ironically takes you to the flattest trail in Charlestown State Park. So you really gotta suffer to get to the good part. And so we've come down a little bit further down the trail, and yes, still the Ohio River, still Kentucky across the bank. But if you look down, you'll see a switchback. And that switchback goes across 14 Mile Creek, which meets right here at the Ohio and forms that little peninsula that Rose Island is. It's nice being able to see it this time of year. And here we are, we've hit the bottom. A little bit of water flowing through from the rains we've had the past 2 days. Nice peaceful sound. Here's a nice trailhead for the bottom entry to Trail 3. Goes up to the top of the road up there by the parking lot. Not a bad way to go back up that hill if you got a little bit of extra time. To me, it feels a little bit less extreme. And the Portersville Bridge. Not native to this crossing right here. They added it for the crossing to get to Rose Island. The pilings for the small man suspension bridge from the early 1900s, 1920s. Looks like it's currently underwater. Can't really see it. Right about center of the camera right there, over to that far bank is where it would be. I'm here to tell you folks, these wet wood planks on this bridge are no joke. A little bit slippery. Like when Mama used to use that mop and glow in the kitchen. Y'all be careful. Now, we've done an earlier video where we kind of took the big $1.50 tour of Rose Island. So I'm going to spare you that one. If you want to see it, you can always go back into our earlier archives. But I do want to say, I love seeing these old picnic tables. And you can find signs of them all through this wood line right here. Very cool. We're going to take a little bit more of a direct route to the next leg of our journey. See, picnic table remnants, picnic table remnants, picnic table remnants. So cool. And you can even see some back there. Probably dating back to the 1937 flood, when this place ceased to be. There's the remnants of the in-ground pool. And whatever that was. So, what I'm doing now is I'm going up Devil's Backbone to a site up top which was used as the rock quarry to make the pilings of the Big Four Bridge back in the 1800s. And so we're going to go back up that same elevation that we came down to the other side of the ridge. Which is wholly depressing because to get back out, we're going to have to go back down and come back up yet again. That's four elevation changes, friends. So here we are, made it to the top of this ridge. A little cold, a little winded, but it's beautifully quiet. Still, unmoving, not much wind or anything. Just a little bit ways to go before we hit the actual quarry. Now, if you were to look over the edge of this ridge right here, you would pretty much look down into the valley of where Rose Island is. Right on this side of the embankment, at the bottom you would find the hotel, or what's left or not left of the hotel. There's rumors, which I've not heard, hang on. There's rumors which I've never heard anything confirming that up on this embankment up here that there was a roller coaster. There's nothing showing that. You just have urban legends. Bourbon legends if you listen to Donnie Baker. But cool idea to think about, but I don't know if it really existed or not. Just something to ponder. Just a beautiful overlook of the Ohio. Just a cool afternoon. Now, because the leaves and the underbrush are so cleared out this time of year, I'm trying a different route, and I'm actually following along the knife's edge of the ridgeline itself, which is providing an awesome view. Kind of a knife's edge. It's not very wide up here, but very cool. And here we are on the western high side of the quarry itself. You're looking down into the bottom of the quarry. I don't know if you can tell from here, but there's the far side of the quarry. All this in the middle has been saddled out right there. And if you don't believe me, there's a drill hole. Now we're gonna try to find a safe way down that way and continue this tour. That right there is the other side of the quarry wall on the eastern side. Now if you look further, I had another shot of a different piece while I was up on the ridge line, and I didn't take it, so I'll try to get it on the way back. But that, see that steel right there? Rivet lines all the way around. Supposedly this was part of the chute. There was a metal chute that went all the way down this side of the bank to barges on the river, and that's how they got the rocks down the ledge. But there's a much better piece of this up top. I'm going to try to get back on that trail on the way back instead of taking the main gravel road, which is pretty uneventful. So we'll see. But this is part of the chute. Here we are with a moment of peace to ourselves in Devil's Backbone, the quarry. What should I find? But the tools of a Hoosier hitchhiker, which are indeed a vanilla porter from Breckenridge Brewing Company. Very nice cold weather beverage for this sort of endeavor. And let's see. This is the way. And through the travel, it did not fizz up and overflow. Sign of things to come. Take the bottle cap and put it in the hiking pack. As a Hoosier hitchhiker, we do not litter. We like to leave the land in the exact same way, if not better condition than when we have found it. That public service announcement being over, I salute you. Cheers. Thanks for sticking with me this far in the journey. That is warming and tasty. Just the right coffee note to not oversweeten it and keep it a hearty cold weather beer. Just the right amount of vanilla notes to not overpower it and turn it into something you might get at, say, a local Starbucks. This is perfect for what we're doing today. So, I know we've been kind of hit or miss lately with the content. I'm going to delve a little bit into the personal life right now. You can turn it off or stay with it if you like. Right in the middle of our Disney filming, actually the day we were filming Galaxy's Edge, I was notified that my place of employment had decided they were going to shut down my department altogether without any type of a warning or anything like that. So that, on the personal level, was a really big blow to me. Not necessarily in the monetary sense. I was able to land a job pretty quickly, but I still managed to take some personal time to try to sort things out. But in my head, it was a serious blow. You know, you're taught that if you work hard and you give it your all, and you're loyal to the company that you work for, that you will be duly rewarded. This is not the case, friends, and I'm gonna tell you, yes, work hard, be loyal, but at the same token understand that it might not be reciprocated. So don't sell your own self short at the cost of your family, at the cost of your free time, at the cost of your own well-being. Don't become a workaholic. Just don't do that, because 9 times out of 10 they're not going to show you kindly in reciprocation. So work hard, find a good place to work for, but be sure you're looking out for number one, which isn't you. It's not looking out for you, it's looking out for your whole family, your interests, everybody's interests. So, without rambling, just do the right thing, guys. As I said, I have landed other opportunities, other employment. We always joked that one day I'd want to work for Disney, do things like that. I've always, joked and said, well, sure, of course I want to work for Disney, but it's going to involve wearing a certain olive drab Mandalorian helmet and a jetpack and a EE-3 blaster. But life is not without a sense of irony. Through who I'm working with, we're making souvenirs for different souvenir shops across the United States, one of which being Disney, Universal Studios. So, in a way, I am doing that. It's cool. It's fun. I'm just glad that we could have these little moments like this where it's peaceful and we can talk and have this little invisible fireside chat with a frosty beverage at the top of a ridge line that nobody else is at this moment. There's another urban legend tied to this place, Devil's Backbone, which is unconfirmed as well. Supposedly any of the signs and proof was destroyed when they quarried this place, but there's a legend that in the 1100s, I believe, there was a Welsh prince that brought a party out here from England, and he settled in this area. So this was one of the first settlements of Anglo-Saxons. Take that for what it's worth. Again, there's no proof here, only legend. But that would predate Columbus, 1492. Sailed the ocean blue and all that. So, I don't know. really cool bedtime story. I don't know how true it is, but that would be really cool if it was true. So we're going to try to make our way out of here and find the Knife's Edge Trail yet again. It's very nice just to get out and get away. Just a beautiful angle right there. Just going up the rear side of that slope. Chilly and crazy at the moment. And yeah, I know, a lot of you are asking, well, how are you doing? Because, you know, as of 7 days ago, you were diagnosed with the plague. Well, I'm feeling a lot better. It must have been that new variant that is lighter and flakier, I don't know. But I have definitely had a lot better luck with it than a lot of the horror stories you've heard on TV. And I'm not going to get into some big debate on the severity of it. It affects everybody differently, but for me, I'll consider myself lucky. I was down for 4 solid days. I was in the suck for sure, but never really, to me, went into my lungs like you hear a lot of the people that really take a lot of time to recover from. And so, well, it's a Sunday and I'm getting ready to go back to work tomorrow. So I've been down for the count for 5 solid work days, and of course, being new to my job, don't really have any time off. So that was 5 days not paid, which kind of sucks. But like I said, plenty of other people have had it a hell of a lot worse than me and my family. So we will scratch this one up to the cat and we will move along, make lemonade, probably throw some lime and a little bit of sugar in that lemonade and some reposado, and we'll make margaritas. Such is the way. Still beautiful on this ridge. I guess I never really answered my own question, my own point to the earlier conversation of getting sick at all. Why would you push yourself? Why would you come to some cold, windy ridge right when you're trying to heal up? It's not, for me, it's not a macho thing. It's not, I just have to prove to myself that didn't let it beat me. It's that infantry mentality, I guess, that an old timer like me has. 41-year-old old timer. I just needed to get out and clear my head. That pure, plain and simple. I don't know. Yeah, I'm coughing, I'm hacking up stuff, but it's not bad. Yeah, I'm getting a little winded, but I had to tell myself I'm ready to get out, get back in the fight. I've been cooped out in a house for a week. It's time to get out. It's time to do stuff. Time to contribute back to society, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. Just kind of felt like I should document it. Felt like we should get out here and have a moment, you know? I got nothing. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If not, I've been wrong before. Probably, I'll be wrong again one day. Yeah, here we are. We have made it to that chute that I was referring to. Look at it. Look at the symmetry of how it's bent right there. That is a true chute. And in the spring and summer months, you just don't even know this is up here. I've never been up here till now. That is some history. Man, that's a 1/4 inch. That is solid. That ain't going nowhere. But wow. What are we talking? Mid-1800s? You just don't see that on the tour. Way cool. For the record, that is a much cooler way to get the Devil's Backbone along that ridge. That's the first time I've ever done that. Just happened to see the trail, the footpath. Way cool. I'm so glad I noticed that. So glad you guys were here to follow along and see that. This makes it totally worthwhile. Definitely makes it worthwhile seeing something that cool, knowing, yeah, we have to traverse back down into that valley and come back out of it on the far side. It makes it worth it. I'm not going to complain. I'm glad y'all were here. I don't know. I figured, why not film this poolside? Yeah. If only we had like a paranormal cam. Just see if anybody's playing around, having a good old time by the pool, like the good old days. Just a thought. Now, I've been here a few times, but I have never seen this before. Wow. Something plumbing related to the pool, I bet. Or maybe not. Look at that. Ceramic piping. Piping right there, heading kind of away from where the hotel would be. Pretty cool. The plot thickens. Way cool. You saw it here first, folks. More. Man, just when you think you've seen everything there is to see here. So cool. and back to the picnic tables. I just want to document this one. This is the only complete one that I've seen out here. And it's probably only a matter of time before some jackleg just destroys it, but ever since I've been coming down here, this one has been intact. Beautiful piece of history right there. So cool. Thought we should document it before it's not here anymore. I'm not even brave enough that it's gonna support my weight, so let's just enjoy it. Yeah, here comes the part where you question your sanity. To go back up that. Well, yeah. Little winded. Not a big deal. Almost there. Toss a coin to your witcher. Oh, Valley of Plenty. Oh, Valley of Plenty. And there we are. Made it out to the parking lot, safe and sound. Made it back up the hill. I want to thank you all for joining me. If you stuck around this long, thank you. I know it's been a voyage. But I'm sure Cindy will be back with us next time, and her and the kids are safe and sound at home, doing nicely. And we will see you in the next adventure. Take care, folks. Later.